the country music legends are all fading away. They tried cloning Willie today. As the test tube expanded, a bloom started to appear, and after only an hour, smoke filled the air. It wasn't long before jokes started to fly, and some thought they would die. Some laid down for a nap, while others got up and danced and laughed. The vending machines became empty, and they had to call for more supplies. As smoke filled the entire building, the National Guard was called shortly after they arrived. The National Guard activities halted as the National Guard participated in a Willie Nelson smokeout marathon, during which Willie reportedly reached an all-time high with his legendary smokeout performance, with an attributing to Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes by George Jones. No one's gonna get you high like Willie, and no one's gonna fill his shoes. As this lab found out, they cannot even contain him in a test tube. The impact of Willie Nelson, as well as that of other legends such as Reba McEntire and many others, are irreplaceable in country music. But no one stands as high as Willie, because no one can get that high and still stand. For all who have attempted, in the end they have ended up in a fetal position and cried. Legendary singers like Willie Nelson will never die. The music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds. Their music lives on in our hearts and minds.